SCJ dropped Escapizm at the start of the year, on the day that I was meant to see Julia Holter live in Auckland, but didn't and ended up very sad. Inversely, Escapizm isn't a sad album. In fact, it sits in the playpen labelled Choose Life music because it's surging with all kinds of wholesome, fun time energy. The fact that it opens with a manipulated sample of the film Spring Breakers tells you all you need to know. It was put together in just 3 weeks and features a spillage of samples from popular music that you're bound to recognise, and that's the fun of it all. It's all a good laugh, but the result isn't some cough splutter of a joke. It genuinely sounds like a contemporary celebration with footwork rhythms and clappity trap percussion snapping all over it, tons of repetition. Footwork gave a bit of life to the world, it's time to give some back, you know? The whole thing is structured like a DJ mix that transitions smoothly from one segment to the next, to the point where I just stopped trying to pinpoint my favourite moments and just said the entire last quarter is a total head rush. Brilliantly begun with the interlude to Escapism, which acts as a warning siren that the album is about to make a deviation down a different road entirely, until it accelerates into Gabber territory, and you know how it is when we enter Gabber territory. It's like the option for a new game plus was selected and you're replaying on a higher difficulty. It prevents the album from becoming a little bit stale by that point. But generally, before that, you're still getting a good dishing of high BPMs, formed by drum patterns that shift like a broken caps lock button. The album may have a scatter of samples, but the little instrumental intricacies, inspired by a rich history of electronic music, makes this more than just a novelty, which is impressive given some of these tracks, one of which repeats the Talking Heads lyric, "My bed's on fire." Much appreciation for the Brother Sport remix that functions on an exhilarating breakbeat, while the original track by Animal Collective feels like it's stuck in a bad acid loop. This one just sounds wild and free and looking to, escape. Nice one. The album's not perfect, but you know, not much is, you know? I do think the gasoline-voiced Kurt Cobain sample on Show Up, Blow Up, while a bit of a laugh, sounds like a bit of an obtuse attempt at integrating an unexpected reference that just doesn't exactly solder into place. But that's okay, you can't have them all, and it's not like these segments drag on or anything, or they're bad from the get-go. They just come in, and then bam, you're onto something new. So it's always a surprise, and once all the surprises are all experienced, you still have yourself a pretty mean mix that you can come back to. I'd give this one a strong 7 out of 10 that lightly scratches the underside of an 8.